Me again. Okay, I hope that you are ready for this new and improved revised version of my informational piece. So look at this outline that I have that's green, yellow, and pink. And instead, I want to add some transition words that might go like this. Have a beginning that says, have you ever, there's a lot to know about this topic. Then I'm going to get into my chapters. One thing to know is in chapter 1, we'll teach about that. And then I'm going to give some examples, such as this, or for example, when I'm done with that, chapter 2, another thing to know is, and teach something different, something new, and give an example. And finally, at the end, I'll end it with, well, now you know a lot about my topic, about this, and maybe I hope something for the reader, and maybe now I want them to do something. So here is my revised version about guinea pigs. And notice that this already looks like a lot more information. And notice how these transition words help smooth it out from one part to the next and help to explain and say more. Have you ever, you can steal that line, it's not really stealing. Have you ever wanted a pet guinea pig? There is a lot to know about them before you buy one. Let me teach you all about where to keep guinea pigs and what they eat. So when you go to write your informational writing, you can do exactly what I did. Notice author's craft from me, and you can try it out. You can say, have you ever wanted to go to a fun amusement park? Let me teach you all about Six Flags. Or, let's think. Do you like creating things? Then you would love art class. Let me tell you all about it. So use the same language I'm using to start these phrases, and you fill it in with what you know. So here I go on to chapter 1, where it says one thing to know. One thing to know is about where to keep your guinea pig. For example, see my example? I'm going to say more now. You will need a large cage. You will also want a little house for it to hide in, such as a wooden hut. It's a good idea to have some wood for them to chew on to keep their teeth trimmed. So I'm also giving my readers a little bit of a tip or a hint, but that it's a good idea to do something. You can do that also. It's a good idea, or it's not a good idea to do this. Guinea pigs should also live with other guinea pigs. A group of guinea pigs is called a herd. So now I'm giving you an expert word. I'm teaching you a new word. A group of guinea pigs is called a herd. Make sure there are some hiding spaces for them to feel safe. I'm not so sure that I like how that part went. So as a writer for today, I'm glad that I revised it so that I can see I have my 4 parts. I have a beginning, chapter 1. I'm going to read chapter 2 and I have an ending. But later I would go back to that piece maybe in a day or two and fix that. It's a little awkward that I just kind of added in the part at the end about feeling safe. Maybe that should have gone earlier in about the huts, or maybe just take it out altogether. So, chapter 2. Another thing to know is what to feed them, such as, there's a transition phrase, such as hay pellets, Timothy hay, tomatoes, and kale or lettuce. You can also give your guinea pig sweet fruits, such as grapes or strawberries, a couple days a week. But it is not a good idea, more advice, it is not a good idea to give them too much so it doesn't upset their stomachs. Now you know a lot about guinea pigs. I hope this information was helpful. Maybe now you will feel more prepared to own your own guinea pig. You can virtually clap for me. Clap, 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 clap. Oh, I'll take a bow. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, I did write that myself. Oh, thank you. Okay. So you can tell how the first piece of writing was there. I told you, I taught you all about guinea pigs, but how can you set it up into these 4 main parts: a beginning, where you tell the topic, chapter 1 with information. One thing to know is, for example, chapter 2, another thing to know is, with examples, and then an ending. And then we get to all write about these interesting and important topics and share them with each other. So this is just the beginning. This is called launching, just like a rocket ship launches. This is called launching our unit. We are just getting started. So I hope that this piece inspires you and gets your brain thinking of some good ideas about writing. Maybe you know a lot about another pet or an animal. It could be an animal in the wild or an animal that lives in a home. That's called domestic. See, you can steal that expert word, domestic. But I want to caution you, be careful that you don't start talking about a story. A personal narrative is one time you did something. So I don't want to start telling a story about one time that my husband came home with baby Rue and she was all gray with a white nose. Uh-oh, I started telling a story. That's not this kind of writing that we're working on right now. So make sure that you are thinking about what you know, but you are actually doing an informational writing piece. Okay? So if you are in class then and showing this video, then hi. If you're in class, then hopefully you'll get a chance to hear your classmates' ideas and get inspired by them. And if you are at home, then you could also share your ideas with your online teacher or people who are in your home with you. And just ask your adults in your home or your siblings, what do you know a lot about? Do you know a lot about certain sports or holidays? See what they say. And then you can say, I know a lot about that too. So, writers, get those pencils ready, get something to write with, and I want you to either start or revise a piece of writing and add those transition words. The examples are right there for you in the green, yellow, and pink boxes. And if you happen to have enough piece of writing to be able to share, then you can take a picture of that to send along. Okie dokie, artichoke, okie doke. All right. Well, thank you for watching my video. It was so nice of you to join me. Thank you so much. I just wanted to make sure you were still awake. Did you know what I talked about just now for like 20 minutes? Did you? Were you paying attention? Yeah, it was about horses. Okay. You heard that? Good. No, it wasn't. It was about guinea pigs. All right. Bye, writers. Go off and write. Get your brains focused. Get ready. Ready to write. Let's do this.